right, guys, we're back for episode 6 of the Whole Lotta Bogeys podcast. And today we actually had our first ever guest on for an interview to talk about golf, talk about their product, talk about their brand. It was going to be Voodoo Golf.
Yep.
I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about what they do as a company and what we talked about. But.
Yeah, no, it was a great fucking episode, seriously. They make this awesome product. It's a little bag tag accessory to hold your golf tees during the round, but also maybe use a little voodoo black magic to help your golf round. You can put tees in different little holes that say, for example, 3-putt, 4 hook, shank, slice, things you want to take out of your golf game. So really super interesting conversation.
Really cool dude too. We love talking with them.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys are going to like all the conversation we had.
Right, exactly.
And
it was an awesome conversation. Super happy, super thankful that we were able to have him on. And please enjoy the episode.
Yeah.
One other thing.
Don't forget.
Yes.
If you like this hat, you think it looks cool, you want to rock it yourself, you want to legalize mulligans maybe, check out Shank It Golf, and it just so happens that, boom, you get a 15% off discount for even wanting to go and buy it.
That's
because you can use Hole Lotta Bogeys discount code, that
on
exact
website.
code.
Whole Lotta Bogeys. We'll put it up. We'll throw the link or the website in our little description, and I think it'll be good. The hats are super quality hats. It's what you want when you're golfing. You don't want a hat that's going to get sweat stains or nothing like that. It's breathable. But
Keep your it's not just hats. Yeah, they're going to have polos too, ball markers, towels, anything you need for your golf game. So check 100%. Them out.
Yeah, check out shankitgolf.com and use code Whole Lotta Bogeys again for 15% off your total purchase.
Sweet. And let's get right into it.
Yes, sir.
There it is. Hoping for a little bit longer, some golf, maybe like 3 weeks would be killer, and then it's gonna have to start being some travel golf. But
and the indoor ranges and things like that too. Yeah, we're definitely trying to get all the golfing we can. Like this next week's supposed to be beautiful. We're looking at like 70s, so it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, super.
I like you guys. I like your whole approach and the name and everything, because like Whole Lotta Bogeys, and I see your hat is a 3-putt king.
Legalize mulligans.
Yeah. So you guys are obviously like juxtapositioning, right?
For sure.
That's awesome. You're putting a lot of fun into what's seemingly a serious sport, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that's the movement. I think that's the direction that golf industry is heading. And honestly, that's part of the reason why I think Voodoo has been so popular and successful, is because it's teetering on both sides, like the serious practical side of it, and also like the fun aspect of it too.
Yeah, 100%. And I appreciate you recognizing like how we're kind of being fun about everything and trying to just get like the average amateur golfer involved. Like there's plenty of guys out there right now that are going to be getting birdies every single round, maybe dropping the occasional eagle. Birdie's a victory for us over here. Like we're just out there to have fun and kind of just showcase that golf isn't as serious as it may appear. And let's get into it while you're young enough still, so that when you're older, you're really enjoying it,
Definitely. That's awesome, because, obviously I write, stick your tees in these holes to uncurse your game, but I have a little asterisk that says, don't take it too seriously. Golf is already hard as is, right?
Exactly. Yep. So, I also that little joke you put on the bottom too, like for any reason, if your voodoo is doo-doo, like I thought that was funny as well too, man. Like you got to throw in little jokes like that.
I was gonna say one thing I did want to mention, just like even looking at the packaging, like I appreciate like a brand or a product that really you can just tell puts like a lot of time and thought into what you're doing. Like even like in the back here, you can see like there's like a checklist of like what you want to check off or things like that. I appreciate like when you're looking at that, you can tell it was really thought out. There's a lot of detail in it. Even like I'll put up the video that you sent us of like the evolution of how you made the product. We can get into that too, but seeing that was really, really cool, and just shows you put a lot of thought into it. Yeah. And you can just tell by looking at the product too. It's, well made, a lot of good material. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Before we get too ahead of ourselves here, I think it's let's start off with just like a short introduction. I was just introduce yourself to the people, to the viewers, and just kind of how you got into golfing too.
Right. So my name is Boaz. I invented and started the Voodoo Golf. I'm a restaurateur actually by trade,
Nice.
but golf is a big passion of mine. It's probably one of my better sport that I play, right? So I started golf right after college. So about 12 years ago, I'm dating myself, but maybe 14 years ago. And
Nice.
I didn't play. Yeah, so I was like really hardcore about it because I think it shows the way that I design things and I manufacture things as well. Like quality is like really important. So you know, I took it really seriously, took lessons and whatnot. But I went on like maybe 3 year hiatus from it, and then I started playing again about 2 years ago, like really seriously. I am currently 3 handicap, but I don't play like that normally. So,
Wow,
but
single
yeah,
digit though. That's
yeah,
commendable.
I put a lot of time and effort into it. Yeah, for sure. Golf has
That's
been
awesome.
fun because it's one of those things where you can't beat. You know, no matter how
Yeah.
good you are, you're always fighting. And there are times where
100%.
I'm like trying to throw my wedges into the pond, but I'm
We've all
excited to
been
play
there.
next day again. So yeah,
Exactly.
We've all been there.
Exactly.
yeah,
There's two anecdotes about golf that I think are cool. One being it's like the only sport where you're playing against yourself, the guy next to you, and the
absolutely,
course. So
exactly.
you
absolutely.
can't beat yourself up. There's some stuff that's out of your control, and what's important with golf too, I think, is just be in control of what you can,
Yeah,
and take everything
for,
step by step, hold the
for
hole.
sure. There's so much like a mental aspect to golf, right?
Yeah,
Whenever I play in like tournament modes, you have to turn on something else
for
than when
sure.
you're playing
Right.
casual golf. And I find myself like, I guess I'm like a little bit hard on myself too during like tournaments when I feel like there's no like chance for me to win anything, right? Like you start doubting yourself and golf stops being fun. But
Right.
those are the mentalities that I need to like improve and change
Yeah.
because it's all about mentality. Like,
Oh, 100%. 100%.
it's crazy. When I play casual games with my friends, like I'm not even taking my gloves off for putting, but like it seems like everything's going in because you're so relaxed and you just
Exactly.
don't care so much, right? But
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
yeah,
for like the mental aspect of golf too, it's like we kind of like look for golfers when we're watching tour events and live events, whatever it may be, like just guys who can kind of dig themselves out of that hole and
Right.
show that
yeah,
like the depth of their mental game, because it's commendable. Like we struggle with it as well, and
Of
like
course.
just somebody I know, Tom Kim, went on to win his first tour event after getting a quadruple bogey on the first hole.
yeah.
Like that's
That's
so
crazy.
insane. Like imagine quadruple and you're
Yeah,
like, okay, I'm at the bottom of the pack now, nothing to lose. Like let's just go out and grind.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool stuff.
It's a
It's super
grind. It's a
easy.
grind.
Yeah, it's super easy to like get ahead of yourself in your head and like really like just get like bogged down and like, okay, like I just took a triple bogey. Now I have to get one back in this next hole. And say you don't get
Yeah,
one back. It's super easy to like get ahead of yourself and really just I don't know. It's something that I feel like everyone as golfers needs a little voodoo to get
yeah,
yeah, they
sure.
need a little voodoo.
yeah, for
Yeah, and
sure.
For sure.
kind of bouncing into the product too.
Yeah.
What kind of was like your idea behind getting the labeling all the holes on the actual voodoo doll itself? Like were
Yeah.
these problems that you were kind of finding you were having, or just problems that like you thought were common, or problems your friends were going through, or
Yeah, no, so I think these are problems that every golfers are going through, right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
100%.
Sometimes I was shank out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the right? And like now people are like, don't say the S word, right? Because it
Yeah,
affects
yeah.
other
Yeah,
people.
right.
Too. Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Word that shall not be used.
Exactly.
I know. So I thought about this product. I guess in talking about the genesis of the product, I thought about it randomly because I know I was always digging, through my pocket or the bag for teas. So I wanted something practical. But then
Definitely.
the idea just like hit me at once. I was like, if I replace teas with pins, right,
Yep.
or vice versa, then it can be like the voodoo shape, right? And
Yeah,
obviously in North American culture, like voodoo or Caribbean, there's like more understanding of what voodoo is than like other markets, like Asian markets, right?
for sure.
So I was like, oh, maybe I should, actually try to create this product. I created in 2020, and it took probably over a year to actually get it to manufacture. because as you have seen that video, I went through so many iterations, right?
Yeah.
And you guys can look at the video later on, and I will explain. But that little clay model, the very first one, that was just like a super prototype that I was like, oh, I think it should work, right? And then I had it 3D rendered. I casted the mold, and then you'll see up to a certain point, like maybe 7 or 8, the way it looks is actually different. Then there's a one point where there's another clay model that looks a lot like the final product.
Yeah.
So I was about to just finalize on that initial design, and my friend was like, "Oh, that thing's kind of ugly." I was like, "Wait, can you curse in here or no?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck," right? Because like,
Yeah,
I was
you put too much
literally
time in it too. You're looking for that
so
good
much time on it.
feedback.
Yeah. So, but that's type of feedback you want your friends to give, because other people
honest
might not
feedback.
give
Yeah,
to you.
keep it real, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So I scratched the whole thing, and then I redesigned the clay model. So you will see the clay model that you see similar to this. But even after that, I learned how to do 3D rendering, but 3D printer, and you'll see all the printing process of it, right? And even though you can't really tell like what's different, there's like slight changes in every variation. It might be the size of the hole. It might be like one leg is like a little too long, and I'm adjusting it, etc.
Yeah.
And once I finally, when I was satisfied with the design, finding a manufacturer is actually a challenge, right? Especially when you're dealing with manufacturers from overseas like China. There's a lot of IP issues that you can run into, etc. The way I found the manufacturer was when I went to Target, and I started looking for material that I wanted it to be. So if you feel it, you'll see that it's very similar to rubber ducky.
Yeah, no, for sure. It floats too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. So rubber ducky. So I found this baby toys, right? And I kind of backtracked who was making those, and I got in contact with the manufacturer. I said, I really like the material that you use.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys know what Sophie is. It's like this draft heating toy, like babies use.
No,
yeah, it's
not
like
too
super
familiar.
popular.
Luckily, no babies yet on either of our ends.
You guys are too young for it.
Yeah, no, not too familiar.
Yeah, I backtracked it, and then I was able to find manufacturer that was willing to work with me, and the quality is actually surprisingly really good. I'm really happy with the way it turned out.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to ask you, it's interesting to hear the story of how you got in contact with the manufacturer and everything like that. Because I feel like that's something that not a lot of people talk about when creating or when starting a business or creating a product, is you have to actually get it manufactured and find the material that you want to use and find someone who you're going to work with to design the product or whatever. Well, it looks like you did most of the designing, honestly, but you had to put it into production, which is really commendable. That's like a huge hurdle, I feel like, that a lot of people don't think about.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is big challenge for people with a lot of ideas, is actually taking it into from concept to production.
100%.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I mean, it's scary to like order like a large quantity, right? Because you don't know how it's going to do, right?
Right.
So you basically have to, risk. It's kind of gambling, right? My first order that I had batch made was 1,000 units, right?
Wow.
And when I started putting into Amazon in November, and by end of December it was all gone, right?
Oh wow, nice.
So I was like, holy shit, maybe I should order more. So I ordered 2,000 more, and then that got sold out. Retailers started carrying it. I ordered another 4,000, and then I have another 4,000 coming in December.
Awesome.
So thank you.
Awesome, dude.
The traction's been really good. Social media influencers like you guys are actually driving like a modern day golf product industry.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So perhaps you guys seen, and perhaps you guys reached out to me through the post that you saw from either Golf Balling or Golf Ballers at the posts.
I think it was Golf Heads, but I could be Golf Heads. Yeah, they're like 200,000 subscribers, and they posted like a sweet B-roll shot of it, and I instantly was like, damn, dude, that thing's fire, just because it kind of gives the vibe too of like that, like kind of like high end designer clothes, like that Supreme kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like Cause 100%. And I
the eyes are
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Exactly. I said the first
that
thing was I was like,
exact
dude,
thing,
it gives me the vibe of those Cause figurines too, which I mean, it's just sweet to throw this on the bag, especially if you're already like dripped out with some dope clubs. It's only going to improve the bag.
Yeah, one thing I did want to touch on was like I feel like golf is such a sport where like people love to have like accessories and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like especially something like this where it serves a purpose of keeping your tees readily available, like it actually would help, you know what I mean? Your tees are out there. And I don't know, people love to have accessories. This catches the eye. And I feel like anybody who sees it, it's just gonna love it. You know what I mean? The design is great. I've never seen anything like it either. You know what I mean? Like I said, there's a lot of accessories when it comes to golf, and I've never seen anything like this. It's really unique.
I think what you guys are doing is awesome. Is because you guys are sort of like early adopters into the whole like younger generation podcasting for golf, and you guys are gonna continue to build your audience that you within the golf community, and I think you guys are going to be a pretty powerful force if you guys keep it up.
Sure, we appreciate that.
That means a lot, really. It does. Yeah, I appreciate that.
This product is sort of designed to be targeted like your age group. You guys, Well, how old are you guys?
23.
23. Yep. I'm 37, so
nice. Hell yeah.
I think our I think the target group is probably between like early 20s and like mid 30s, and it sort of shows through my Instagram data whenever I run campaigns. You can see which age group is reaching, you know. So it speaks to you guys. It speaks to you guys
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Can't say enough about how unique the product is. Like I said, I've never seen anything like it, and the fact that it actually serves a purpose too. Any golfer our age, I feel like golf is just like kind of exploding in our demographic right now too. There's just so many people who are, I don't know, getting out, we're getting out of school or doing whatever. Now everyone's got some free time. Everyone's golfing. You know what I mean? This demographic is definitely adopting golf like crazy. Definitely.
Golf used to be one of those sports that had stereotypes of being a pretentious for the people with money, like. Like it didn't have that the greatest image, right? And
for sure,
you can see a power shift from a recent like collaborations that you see with Nike and Jordans or Malbons. Like they're
Malbon's the shit too. Yeah,
they're speaking to your group like strongly. You know what I mean?
For sure, definitely.
Yeah, I think you guys are establishing yourselves early in this industry, and I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, we appreciate that. I mean, I'm excited to see what you bring for us in the 2023 year. I mean, I'm hoping to see a little bit of merch, maybe. I don't know. I love the Voodoo
absolutely.
Logo.
You got a cool little guy now, a little logo that you could definitely do some cool stuff with. Yeah, we were.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, that's super cool.
Yeah, that's funny that you guys mentioned because so I want to continue to improve on this product, right? And one thing that I'm trying to have is like a ball markers that actually fit into the holes as well, so you can just pop it out.
There you go. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
And so I just installed. I bought a laser. It's this machine that does like the laser engraving and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just to test it out, because that's how I did it with the 3D printer, right? Like I have to kind of make different things and etc. Obviously clothing merchandise is something that I want to get into in the future as well. I always like whenever I think of product though, it's important to me that I consider the practical side of things too. Right?
For sure.
Absolutely.
So there's a novelty factor, but there's a practical side that if you combine it well and you hit that sweet spot, then there's a pretty good market for it.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like I said, I think this catches anybody's eye
that's like the epitome of this product.
Exactly.
It's that.
Yeah,
it's awesome. We definitely love it. Definitely love
it. Just something else too, just like kind of talking points. You familiar with the new tech league that might be coming in like 2023, 24?
Tech league? What is that?
Yeah. So Tiger Woods kind of partnered up with Rory McIlroy, and through investors and some of their own money, they're going to be having like a Monday night stadium setting golf event that's going to kind of be VR up until they get on the green, and then the green will be in the center of an arena where everyone who goes and watches the event can watch it live. And that's just something else too that's going to be kind of taking golf in a new direction. And with Tiger and Rory behind it, it could be really, really cool.
Yeah, I think the industry is heading to just blow up golf, right?
Right, exactly.
You know, like bowling used to be like the pastime sport for Americans, right? So bowling alleys were super popular.
Oh yeah, there was bowling alleys everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, but now you start seeing a indoor putting, like a putt places that has similar setup as what bowling used to be, with bar and restaurant and everything.
Yeah,
I think there's one in DC near me called Swingers.
Yeah, I've seen them on Instagram. I think actually.
That's cool. So golf is just becoming like a lot more accessible sport for Americans too. So that's awesome.
Definitely. I feel like we talk about all the time, like, golf doesn't have to be like a super expensive sport. Like, I don't know, we find like banger deals on used clubs and everything like that. I feel like just kind of that adds to golf being, more accessible to our demographic. And then getting back to even this tech golf league that we just touched on for a second, that is going to be super tailored to our generation who are, super into things like that. And it's going to give more golf to watch in the off season.
So you said it was VR?
Yeah, it's like for what we know right now, at least it looks like there's going to be like, it's a team-based event or events, and they'll be kind of hitting onto a screen, and then on jumbotrons and bigger screens, everyone who shows up can kind of watch the tracer on whatever course they're playing. And when they finally hit their approach or their chip shot to get onto the green, that's when it gets like live and you're watching them putt in front of you at the arena or at the stadium.
That's dope.
Yeah, so that's exciting stuff. I really hope that kind of takes off, because just any more golf to watch is always better. That's kind of our stance too on like the PGA Live. I don't know how you feel about it, but I just like watching as much golf as we can.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch on YouTube the Live tours?
Yeah. We're tapped into the Live tour for sure. I mean, just from like a content creator standpoint, Live is kind of our best friend compared to the PGA, because PGA videos love to get flagged for copyright infringement. They have so many different criteria things. But Live, on the other hand, they're that's free marketing for them in their eyes. Like they want people to post stuff. So I love throwing up some Live content when we can and watching whatever we can on YouTube. I'm excited, hopefully, to see them go to Fox, I was hearing. So make it a little bit easier to get people to watch. So
yeah, I think Liv was talking about getting some sort of TV deal next year, so they'll be a little more accessible, which would be sweet.
Yeah, I support the whole Liv thing, man. Like for those players, I'm like, yo, go get that bag, dude.
Yeah, get the money, dude.
Like
you, if you look at DJ, for example, it's like dude made like $40 million in 8 events or something like that. The numbers don't lie. Like, it's understandable for these guys to leave. And I understand the heritage involved with Masters and other big name events like Waste Management and just everything. But you got to start somewhere when it comes to a new league. And it's cool to be in the first kind of steps of it too. Cause I think it's clear now Live isn't your XFL or like, I don't know, lower level alternate league. Like, it's going to be a real competitor and going to push the PGA even to be better. So
yeah, exactly. It seems like they have a good pool of players,
Absolutely.
I'm spacing on the guy's name, but it was a younger guy who won like one of the Live Bangkok, I believe.
Eugenio Chikara.
Yeah. So they have a good pool of, young talent too. So I think it'll be cool to see like younger golfers make a name through Live.
Eugenio, he was going into his senior year at Oklahoma State, so like a golf powerhouse in the NCAA.
Yeah.
And he decided to like kind of opt out of his senior year and join right into Live and go after that bag, like you were saying. And he ended up winning, taking home first place, and now he's a 22-year-old with $4 million more than me. So
that's sick. I think all the politics side, like, I think it's just fun format. It's a creative format for golf that I think it was needed. Right.
Definitely.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah, like you said, we just like watching golf. You know what I mean? So more golf is more golf tournaments, or 2 golf tournaments going on the same weekend, sign us up.
Yeah.
Speaking of golf tournaments, though, I know earlier when we started, you were mentioning you play in some golf tournaments, and you said you were like a 3 or 4 handicap.
Yeah,
Like
mostly at my club.
Oh, there you go.
Now, question for that. Are you gaming that Kith TaylorMade driver I see on your Instagram? Damn, dude, that's some baller shit right there. That's pretty sweet, dude.
That's awesome.
So I love equipment.
Oh, me too. I'm all over it. I love just looking at the new stuff coming out. Even older stuff. Like I just got some Nike irons from like 07 just to kind of game for next year, and just some vintage type clubs. Pretty sweet.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I was using Stealth with the Autoflex. I have an Autoflex shaft.
Okay.
And when the Kith TaylorMade came out, I was like, all right. I don't even have any Kith items, like clothing wise.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy this, right?
So,
I'm still waiting for my putter and wedges. It hasn't come in yet.
Did you get the Spider GT or the TP Juno?
GT, Spider GT.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's favorite putter of his right
I was
there.
gonna say, I think we were at, I don't know, like Golf Galaxy. I was just putting with the Spider GT, and I like those a lot.
It's a good putter. So I got the head, I got the whole driver, but then I obviously had the Autoflex shaft that I wanted to use, so I ended up selling the Stealth head cover, the Kith head cover, and then the shaft.
Yeah. Nice.
I mean, I took loss on it.
But, Well, hey, you got to treat yourself once in a while.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's some of the cooler golf equipment I've ever seen. You know what I mean? I feel like a golf brand does a collaboration. It's usually with apparel. I don't know, like
for sure
doing a club with an apparel company is cool and rare. I feel like, I don't know. I've never seen it. Like
Hey man, easiest thing to justify when you own a dope golf brand is a dope golf driver. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly,
no problems there.
Dude, all my clubs are pretty sick.
Yeah, no, that's what's up, dude. Like that's the goal. I mean, I kind of like piecing stuff together slowly. Like obviously, like just on a budget, working with what we can do. But it also kind of makes it fun, like going to Golf Galaxy and checking those used bins and looking for like tour issue clubs, titanium 3-wood, stuff like that. Just pretty sweet.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Yeah. Definitely.
I don't know what I'm gonna do when that putter and the wedges come in, but we'll see.
Take some putts and take some chips.
Have to decide which ones you like best, I guess, right?
Yeah, dude.
That's sweet. That's
gonna be awesome. What ball are you gaming right now? Speaking of gear,
I use left dash Pro V1X.
Nice. Yeah, top of the line. That's like I think the most common ball on tour, along with like obviously Pro V1 being the most common. I think left dash is like the number one. So
everybody upsells it online.
Yeah.
For some reason, there's like supply issue with that. So I think like a dozen sells for like 70, 80. Yeah. And then like when you hit that fucker into the pond.
Man. Yeah, that's the worst, dude. That's kind of like the thing that I'm dancing around right now, where it's like I know the ball does obviously make a difference, and being like at the skill level we're at, I'm taking every advantage I can get. If there's a ball that's gonna help my spin rate off the tee, give me a better feel around the greens, or even just like build consistency with myself playing the same ball, I'm gonna do it. So lately I've been gaming the Callaway ERC soft triple track. You were doing the tour response with the full alignment line, that new ball this year. Those are honestly dope, dude. Like putting with those
lime ones.
Yeah,
lime ones, right?
Yeah.
So dope.
I was gonna say, when you putt, it's just nice to know instantly if it was a good stroke or not. You know what I mean? It's, especially for a golfer, more of my caliber. Like I want to see like exactly like, okay, like that was because I had a bad backstroke. You know what I mean, or whatever. So those and I believe it's the first ball with like the all around alignment being
360 alignment.
Yeah. So I think
I'm always drawing like these fat lines on there. So maybe I should look into that. Do you have the Odyssey triple track putters too, or?
No, my dad actually uses the Odyssey triple track putter, but I currently we're both gaming Scotty Cameron's, both kind of like that Newport style head. He's got like a Newport Select, and then I have the Santa Fe, so a little bit older model from like 97 oil can head, pretty sweet.
So for me, obviously, like a putter is like a big industry like conversation, right?
Right.
So I used to use Seymour's.
Yep, Seymour
Like,
putts, those are good.
These giant fuckers like this big. It was
Yeah.
called like Giant FPS or something like that. I forgot it was.
I
forgot what it's
think
called.
they have the record for like largest tour.
It was
head
like
putter on
literally
market.
this. It looked like a hammer. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're so heavy.
Yeah.
We'll
So I
have
used
to
to
throw a
use
picture
that.
of one of those up for everybody.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Yeah,
We definitely
I used to
will.
use that. And then I went to I like center shafted putters.
Oh,
So
okay.
I went to lap putters.
Mhm.
Another ugly one, right? What is it called? Lab direct force. I forgot what it was. It was like a lie angle balance one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went to two ball, Odyssey two ball, and then now I'm using Scotty Cameron center shaft Phantom 5.5.
That's
Nice.
one of like the
Yeah.
I think best putters of 2022. If you go check ratings and all that, it's
Yeah.
just like one of the more confident putters where you look down at that thing and then you can put a good stroke on it. You're probably going in the hole, so that's good.
Yeah. So what I recently realized is that when you use putters like Odyssey, where
Mhm.
they have those inserts,
Yeah, the
the
soft
soft
inserts.
feel, yeah, those feels are too synthetic for me. Whereas like when you use Scotty Cameron, where it's like fully milled,
Yeah,
the feel it's very organic because
Right,
the
for
metal
sure.
is like that instead of insert, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
tomorrow I'm flying out to San Diego, so I'm gonna stop by
Dope.
the Cameron store.
Dope.
That's where they sell these.
Oh,
The circle
dude,
t-shirts.
he's got the
Yeah.
Circle T
Dude, I
polo
didn't see
on.
that.
Between his
I didn't see
Yeah,
rotating.
yeah.
You're tripped
Yeah,
out. That's
that's where
dope.
they get
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah, that's where I get
That's
them.
awesome. Dude, that's
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
sweet. So you said you play in a lot of tournaments at your club. You that's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
feel like we played in a couple, not like super serious tournaments or anything like
scramble
that. Scramble
tournaments.
tournaments, right?
Yeah.
Those are always fun though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Business tournaments.
Yeah, right, exactly. More of just like go there to have fun type beat. But it's always good to, play like a little different style of golf,
And we just end up always losing to fucking liars, dude. Like people
Yeah.
are like, "Yeah, I shot a
Oh, yeah.
60," and you're like,
like-
"Fuck
Yeah.
no, you did not."
Or you go to the
They
closest
got
pin, and
sandbaggers.
it's, like,
Yeah,
right
Yeah,
next
like,
to the
what?
pin. You're like, yeah, everyone lies on those. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's cool though. That's cool.
for sure. Yeah, I think like a club formed tournaments don't have that type of like fucking around.
Yeah,
right,
for
right,
sure.
exactly. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
different. dynamic.
especially because a lot of people play for a lot of money.
Oh
Right.
yeah, there's some
So,
money on the
yeah.
line there.
Yeah, you don't want to mess around with that. Yeah,
Oh,
No, hell
definitely,
no.
definitely. Yeah,
but at
exactly.
charity tournament golf, the scramble format, that's different.
Oh
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
But those are
Exactly.
fun. Those are fun. Yeah.
Oh, super
Yeah,
fun.
for sure. Just fun to get out there and do something different, like Jared was saying.
Yeah,
but
exactly. Just not doing, obviously we love the game of golf. I'd play golf every day if I could. But
yeah,
doing
We're
mixing
close.
it up a little bit. Yeah, we're close.
We're
We're close.
close.
We're very close.
That's
But
good.
yeah. How often do you play League? Speaking of that.
I practice a little more than I play, but
Yep.
I will try to get like at least 2-3 rounds per week.
Nice.
Yeah, hell
that's
yeah.
awesome.
But now that days are getting shorter, and after work, maybe I have like 9 where I can walk. Like
Yeah.
when you walk and play golf, even if it's by yourself, it's very like therapeutic at the same time.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
you get to like think a lot, right? Because you're battling
Yeah,
yourself
you get that
and you're by
downtime
yourself.
too between your shots.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You just don't want to do a hole in one by yourself because a friend of mine did that by himself and no one saw it. So we're
was
like,
gonna
Same here. And my buddy, we'll throw the clip up.
Yeah,
It's like a
we'll definitely-
screenshot on FaceTime. One of our buddies got a hole in one, and when he was on the tee box, he FaceTimed me and was like, "Listen, I'm gonna walk down to this hole and I'm gonna show you. I got a hole in one right now." And we were like
Yeah, we're
freaking
like,
out
"No
in the car
way,
for him,
no
but
way."
it was
Yeah.
like the one time this kid goes without
I know.
us, and we were like, "Damn, dude."
yeah.
Second year golfing too, so
Yeah, that was sweet.
Oh, that's awesome. I'd never had one.
Me
Mine
either.
had
Yeah.
like dunked inside and they came out.
Oh,
I think that's the closest I've
oh
gotten.
no.
dude,
Oh my
that's
god.
that hurts,
Jeez,
dude.
that does hurt.
hurts.
That hurts.
I
Man.
Golf
I
is
haven't-
golf is one of those things, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's one
a
of those
fickle
things where
sport.
like it is, and you could hate it for a certain moment, but then it's either one flush shot or
Right.
one putt that goes in that just like rekindles your love for it.
Oh
Right?
yeah, 100%.
It-
It only takes one
it's so
shot to bring you
crazy.
back. Yeah.
How many times have I quit golf on the course and then finished off by saying it wasn't that bad? I didn't shoot too bad.
Exactly. Well, yeah, it's definitely easy to like just get on top of yourself about that last shot or that last hole. And when in all reality, if you don't think about it at all, you'll probably get it back on the next hole. You know what I mean? Or you'll be back to normal. You know
One of the best confidence boosters I've ever seen for golf is if you ever have like downtime, just Google real quick PGA Tour average make percentage for like putts by distance. It's crazy. It's like sometimes I'm beating myself up over this 12-footer, but you look and it's like they're 43% of the time they make it. It's like, so for me, it's probably what, 20% of the time I make that, even less. So if I get close, even just like that to that one club range where I can kind of just guarantee get that little tap in, that's fine. Like 100%. You can't beat yourself up too much. Can't hang your head.
Yeah, I gotta have the right perspective for sure.
Have you guys ever played Pinehurst?
No, I wish. We have some stuff in tour for this summer with the way the channel's been growing and everything. We're gonna be trying to do like a Whole Lotta Bogeys tour type thing where we go out and do like a kind of like a competitive thing with all the members of the channel and go to various different courses, hit them up for their B-roll clips to throw in and hopefully bring the people some cool content. But
definitely.
If you guys ever get down to Virginia, then you have courses here you can play for sure.
For sure, we'll have to hit you up and maybe get some content
absolutely.
too.
Absolutely. So so a few weeks ago I was at Pinehurst, and obviously the number 2 is like the most iconic course, right? That is hard as fuck, right? Like the greens don't make sense. They call it the turtle shell.
It looks like mushroom.
Yeah. So like if you don't hit it on top, then it's gonna all roll back down every direction, right? So I was playing like shit. On 18, and you can look at images too, but there's a clubhouse right behind the 18th green, and there's like shit ton of people just drinking and watching people putt and stuff like that on the green. Like I hit my drive into waist area, and I was like 180 out. I hit it onto the green, right? So I hear like people clapping, and I go up there and I probably had like 30-footer for birdie, and then I like made it, right?
Oh man. No way!
And that moment where everybody is like giving you standing ovation is like the craziest feeling.
I was gonna
say
that's you gotta tip the cap to the people.
No,
let them know you'll be signing autographs in the lot.
I forgot what that guy's name is. He's the one that they have a statue of him. He like he was an iconic figure. He died in a plane crash.
Shoot, I was
let me check this up.
Yeah, type in Pinehurst statue. What's the guy's name? He's super iconic.
Payne Stewart.
Payne Stewart, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's a whole statue right there.
Yeah.
That Payne Stewart image that you see, and you might even be able to see the photo where they made that statue out of.
Yeah.
If you look at his jacket, like he has no sleeves on his jacket, right?
Yeah.
Because during the round he ripped it off.
Oh my god.
He ripped the sleeves off, right? And then so at the clubhouse you can see his sleeves that he ripped it off, right?
Oh my god, no way.
But that statue is like literally right behind the 18th green.
Dude. Yeah, I can see the clubhouse behind it.
Yeah. I was like, after I did the birdie, I was like, fuck, I should have made that pose in front of everybody. And people are going wild.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I feel like that's every golf.
I was too hyped to like think about something funny to do, but I ended up shooting like 86 or something, man. I just went like this. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. I'm a fan of the fist pump, the putter raise, all that's good.
Yeah. With all the people cheering, I feel like that's every golfer's dream is like hit a crazy shot in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah.
That's so cool, and have everybody cheering. Like, I don't know, that's awesome.
That's so
sweet.
Cool. Yeah, we joke. There's like a night golf course.
I'll probably never forget that memory. Yeah.
Oh, never.
I was gonna say
never.
Yeah.
That's better. You should have called them up and seen if they had cameras pointing on that 18th green. You can be like, hey, is there any way I could maybe, I don't know, get a copy of that?
Right.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's just like there's this night golf course here, and we joke like on a Friday night you'll be there at 8 p.m. There's a line of like 60 people behind you waiting to play, and if you hit a tee shot, you'll hear the ooh like if it was good or bad. And it's like, it's just everybody we play with always says like the pinnacle would be getting a hole in one in front of all those people there watching you hit it. Cause I mean, there's people who have gotten close and we've been in the line and everyone's like cheering, freaking out. Like it would be cool. Something you definitely wouldn't forget, like yours, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
that's super cool. So same friend that did a hole in one when no one was around. Long time ago, him and his dad, they went to Pebble Beach, right? And obviously, it's one of the bucket list.
Oh yeah,
of course. So he gets to the part 3, the iconic part 3.
The hay.
Yeah, and this Korean tour bus like pulled up, and everyone got out to watch him, right? And he like shanked the first one because he was so nervous.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then he teed it up again and he shanked it again. Like he said he was so embarrassed because he's Korean too, but like he's in front of all these like tour Koreans, and he was like, oh my god, that's probably like the worst experience ever.
Oh my god,
dude, yeah, that's tough. It's a whole nother golf's a whole nother game when there's people watching. Like, and I don't even mean like just like your friends. It could be like the group that comes up on your back that's playing real quick or something. It turns into a whole nother game.
Oh yeah,
when there's that meme where like, you know, when a group in front of you like let you play through, so they're watching you tee up. Like it's a stressful moment right there.
Yeah, it's always a weird situation.
The worst. Man, that's probably got to be top 3 least favorite things to happen is when somebody's like play through. I'm like, no, you play quicker. How about that? Just make it up a little bit.
If they let us play through, like at least don't make it obvious that you're watching. Don't like stand there and
look
at your phone or do something like make me feel like you're not gonna watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Because I've had people that are just like are like blatantly staring at me as I'm like putting the tee. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, I'm gonna tank it.
Like that, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Going back to like the whole mentality thing, though, you gotta just have that mentality of like, I don't know. Or the mentality changes when people are watching, I should say, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, for sure.
Random question too, back to like the tee holder itself. Being like an avid golfer, are you finding yourself being more like a purist with a wooden tee, or are you a plastic tee guy?
I use my club's tee. It's a plastic one that has specific lines on it that I like to like stick it to a certain amount
for the consistency.
Yeah.
There you go.
For sure. How high you teeing your driver? You usually go like height of the ball or tee it high, let it fly kind of guy?
I'm a slightly higher than normal.
Okay.
I've been having with the little increased spin issue, so I've been teeing up a little bit higher.
Nice. Yeah. We always I'm not too picky in like the size of the tee itself, as long as I can make sure that I got the height of the golf ball. That's like the goal I'm going for every drive is like just right there is usually perfect for the swing. But
yeah, I feel like consistency is key too. Like teeing it up, to the same point every time. Because I feel like you're not like that's the starting point. You know what I mean? If the ball's not in the same place every time, then I don't know. I feel like everything in golf though is consistency. Always striving.
Golf is literally like game of inches. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. They say it's football, but it's legit.
Ball is so small. Like
100%. Yeah, no.
So consistency matters a lot for sure.
Right. Especially if you don't play golf. Golf is interesting though, because a lot of people have the opportunity to play golf. It's a sport that people watch on TV, but you could also very easily go and play it. You know what I mean? Like
for a long time.
You can't necessarily go play football. You know what I mean? But you get a really interesting perspective on how good these guys are that you're watching on TV, because you go out there and do it, and it's incredibly hard. If you don't have, I just leave it there. It's incredibly hard.
You have a favorite golfer of all time?
Golfer?
Yeah, favorite golfer of all time. GOAT. Personal GOAT.
I really like what's his name? Why is it blinking? He's that Korean guy. He's the older Korean guy that won the Players. KJ Choi. KJ Choi. Yeah.
Yep. Sure. New Korean just dude. Because Tom Kim.
Yeah.
He's the shit.
KJ's choice is crazy. Like his story is crazy because he started really late. Into golf, and I actually got into using Mira my irons because of what KJ was using, and so I ended up using like the same Mira head as him, and I saw him at AT&T National nearby, and
Damn.
I knew he was gonna be there, so I took my 3-iron that I pulled the head out of.
Yeah.
And I took it to him, and he signed it, and
Oh,
I
man,
have it
that's
sitting on
awesome.
my desk. Yeah,
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say that's the best
Yeah.
paperweight of all time from now on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
dude, that's
So
awesome.
KJ Choi is cool,
sweet.
just because of his background story.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of other exciting golfers. You know, obviously McElroy is really cool.
Yep.
My favorite, I don't know. Adam Scott, maybe.
Yeah, the
there you go.
Australian.
Yeah, he's awesome too. He's
But
awesome.
but I'm also biased because he also uses Mira. So maybe
Okay.
like I'm following somebody that uses Mira, but
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. You like the Mira putters at all? You ever check them out?
I have not ever used them. Well, I have tried it before, but not like
Not
purchased
gamed it.
not gamed it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've just
I'm not that
ads.
into the blade style. Like
Yeah.
I'm a mallet putter. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, it's good you know exactly too, because like your stroke depends on whether you play the blade,
Absolutely.
the mallet, and all that. So
100%.
but Mira's cool. I keep seeing more and more of their ads popping up, so it's cool to see them kind of getting into like the social media marketing side. I'd
Yeah.
love to see them get bigger and bigger because it's dope.
Exactly.
It's really
they
dope.
brought it to the like the North American market. There's like a Mira North America now, where it
Mhm.
used to be like all Japanese, right? So
Yeah.
they're trying to target North American market, and I think they're actually doing quite well. Not like how Homa did it. I don't know if you guys remember Homa and Justin Rose,
Right.
Yep.
and they try to bring Homa to the mass market in the U.S. And if you went to Golf Galaxy, they would have like entire shelvings like decked out in Homa, right? Like they're
Yeah.
custom made shelving, and then and then they flop. So
Yeah.
Yeah. The ironic you say is like at our Golf Galaxy right now, we were there the other day. There's like a 5-iron and a 4-iron from Hanman, and they're like I think $60 right now in the used. And I was like, I didn't even want to really try and hit them out because I didn't need them to. But I mean, I just like trying different gears to see what everything feels like. But I didn't even like the shape too of the iron head really.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of a Ben Hogan, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Homa's actually make good clubs. It's just that it's not correctly marketed for like American or North America demographic.
Yeah.
Homa makes like fucking ridiculous clubs, like 50K.
Their fairway medals I hear are crazy.
Yeah, so they go by a different star system, the star ratings. Like when you get to 5 stars, you're talking about like 24 karat golds, and I think there's a YouTube video from Insider Business maybe talking about why Homas are so expensive, and they have sets that are like 50K. But
I saw that. I watched that video actually.
But
That's
golf in Japan and Asia in general, they're more of a status symbol or signaling sport. So people do that. Like businessmen will flex with gold. Funny story. One of my friend actually had there's a Japanese brand called Majesty, and they have like real gold pieces on the irons.
Wow.
We were at a driving range, and he did something. Maybe he hit the ground too hard. Like a piece of gold flew out into the range. So we're just like looking for that gold piece.
Oh my God.
We never found it. Yeah, we never found it.
Oh, you didn't find it?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have gone home.
That was hilarious.
Dude, that's tough.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy though. I've never even heard of that. Like putting actual gold in the golf.
Yeah.
That's
no, I didn't realize that it was kind of like that status symbol, which makes a lot of sense as to why there's the market. So no, that makes sense. I very off topic, but growing up, I worked at an aquarium store for like fish tanks and everything like that. And I like learned a ton about fish and how it's kind of like that as well over there with like generational fish.
Koi
like,
fish.
Yeah, 100%. Because that was one of the things we specialized in was koi ponds. So
oh wow, yeah.
Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
So Japan in general put a lot of pride in craftsmanship and how things are made, right? And that's one of the reasons why I really like Mira irons are they put a lot of care into making it. And I love quality, so
oh yeah, for sure. Did you see, before I forget too, did you see Mira's I want to say it was Mira, did a retro blade design with their retro logo.
Yeah. So there's
dope,
there's a Jack the Golden Bear edition.
Yep,
with the
Jack
blade.
Nicklaus ones.
Yes, Nicholas ones. Yeah, they did that. They have blades called baby blade. They're like tiny as shit. Like they're like the ball is not much bigger. Smaller than the head. It's crazy.
Wild.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
that's that precision.
But it's one of those feel thing, right? Like golf is one of the reasons why people get addicted to golf is the feel. Right. Like when you hit that sweet spot.
It's insane.
Oh yeah.
Flushness, right?
Yeah.
It's what Mizuno's known for, I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mizuno's great with that too. Sometimes like when I hit my irons like right in the middle in the center, it feels like I'm hitting a marshmallow. Like there's no
like there's nothing there almost.
Yeah, exactly.
So one of the best feelings in the world, honestly.
That's probably one of the best feelings. Yeah, to be honest.
Especially when you catch like a flyer almost and you're like, damn, I pushed that like 20 yards further too. Like I didn't feel it and it went. That's
absolutely
dope.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
That's what golf is.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, dude, we've loved having you on the podcast today.
Seriously,
and
man.
we got some rapid fire questions that we're gonna rip off to you real quick. If you want to just answer them as quick as you can. Not all of them are gonna be golf related, but all right. So Rory or DJ?
Oh, Rory.
Live or PGA?
PGA.
Spikes or no spikes?
No spikes.
Playing the same golf ball or any golf ball?
Same golf ball.
Breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast.
Football or hockey?
Football.
Public or
Ravens.
private course?
Ravens.
Oh, Ravens. Okay, we're Bills fans over here, so I don't know if we like that remark. But
there you go, Val. There you go.
Public or private courses?
Probably private.
Private. Shorts or pants?
Oh, always pants.
Always pants. Blades or cavity back?
Can I say muscle back?
Muscle back is a valid answer as well.
Yep.
Cart, stand, or staff bag? Final question.
Oh, stand bag.
Stand bag? Yeah, dude. We made the mistake of getting cart bags thinking they look cool with more pockets, but now I'm fucking lugging it around all the time. Not fun. But
awesome,
dude, I really appreciate you hopping on the pod and being our first guest. We had a ton of fun having you on here today.
I was gonna say, if you want to plug like your social media really quick before we hop off, or whatever. So, absolutely, that'd be great.
Yeah, so our Instagram is Voodoo Golf Co. I wish we had TikTok because TikTok's fire too, but I'm not cool enough to have a TikTok account, so we're gonna just stick with.
Dude, I thought you were saying otherwise.
I was gonna
say you got the Kith driver, you got the drip. Come on, dude.
You post the Kith driver on TikTok.
You're going TikTok viral with that.
I was gonna say that's 50K views, easy. Oh yeah, TikTok's.
But thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for what you guys are doing. I hope everything blows up for you guys, right? And, I'm gonna push your contents too. So. Yeah,
awesome,
appreciate that. Seriously,
I'm sure we'll be in touch, and we'd love to have you on again. Honestly, even recap a little bit in January, maybe reconvene, see what's new.
Yeah, a little update or something like that. We love the product. Like I said, it's super high quality. Everything down to the material that you used seems like you put a lot of thought into it. So it's really awesome, man.
That's
really
awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. All right, we'll talk to you.
All right, see you guys.
Peace out.
Bye.